Hi, I'm Carlos from emotionalwellnessconsultants.co.uk, emotional consultant, sexual intimacy and relationships coach in the United Kingdom. In this third video, at the request of my friends, we will talk about the normalization of chaos. Have you ever wondered the reasons why some people do not feel well anywhere? They start a new relationship and soon after they actively look for reasons to argue, fight, and break the peace? Think about it for a minute. It's called normalized chaos. Well, this is one of the reasons why people do not find happiness in almost any part of their lives, much less their relationships. It is interesting and catastrophic at the same time by the way in which some people accustom their nervous system to remain in a constant state of chaos. It is very curious that they're not even able to identify and be aware of what they do, and so do they live. Or rather, they do not live. They simply exist in a minimally functional way. That is, they study, they work, etc. But I assure you, that is not living. When we talk about living, we refer to experimenting, learning, evolving, and growing, maximizing every moment of our time. It is simply giving it all to make every moment extraordinary. Although, in life there are disappointments and moments not so pleasant, all experience is good. There are great ones and there are lessons. If we learn from these lessons, we evolve and grow and we live. In the same way, it is important to have a positive disposition to experience new things, discarding what does not contribute and keeping the positive. By normal, we have that it is a very subjective and individual concept. Simply said, the normal is what we know and do habitually. There are countries, for example, in which there's no electricity or drinking water. In others, it is normal that there is. In both examples, very few people contemplated being any other way, so their environment is normal to them. So, the normalization of chaos is when people function and lead their lives chaotically. Thus, anything that is not chaotic causes discomfort. This, in turn, can develop into a condition called self-sabotage syndrome. This last one is when people do illogical and irrational things to damage something good that they have or destroy a relationship that is evolving correctly. In my practice, it is very common to hear people tell me that everything is fine in their lives, their job, their family, not a problem, but they still do not feel happy, calm, or satisfied. They do not understand why, much less understand why they do things unconsciously, and in some cases even consciously, to destroy what they have achieved. Human behavior is a series of patterns. Patterns are those things that we have become accustomed to doing, and we make it normal. The patterns are of the utmost importance, and this makes them potentially dangerous if they're not corrected. A person who has established a chaotic pattern develops a pattern in which he or she searches and even produces chaotic situations.
But how do I fix it?
Well, this is not simple, but it is very possible with willingness, effort, and guidance. We must begin by identifying the patterns, retraining the person to form and internalize new patterns through the experimentation of other experiences.
It's just something I do unconsciously.
That is an excuse, and it is irresponsible. Carl Jung said, if you don't make conscious the unconscious, the latter will govern your life. If we become aware of what we do and strive consciously to do what we must do, this will become a pattern that will eliminate the previous pattern, converting the new pattern in the normal, thus turning it into the normalization of success and happiness. Thank you very much. See you on the next video. You can find me on the website down here. Take care. You deserve to be loved and you are important.